সবাই ফিরে যায় ওরে ওরে ও ভাবা সবাই ফিরে যায় যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায় যদি গহন পথে যাবার কালে কেউ ফিরে না যায় তবে পথের কাঁটা ও তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে ও তুই রক্ত মাখা চরণ তলে একলা দলরে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ।
We request the chairman of the 4th convocation ceremony, Shri Balamurugan D. Sir, to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
संसमिद्युवसे वृषन्नग्ने विश्रवाण्यर्य इलस्पदे समिध्यसे स नो वसून्या भर संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनां सिजानताम् संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनां सिजानताम् देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते समानो मंत्र समीति समानी समानो मंत्रः समीति समानी समानं मनसः चित्त मे संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनां सिजानताम् समानो मंत्र समीति समानी समानं मनसः चित्त मे समानं मन्त्रमभि मन्त्र एव समानेन वो हविषा जुहोमि संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनां सिजानताम् समानीव आकूति समाना हृदयानिव समानीव आकूति समाना हृदयानिव समानमस्तु वो मनो यथाव सुसहासति संगच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनां सिजानताम्
We now request Chairman Shri Balamurugan D. Sir to deliver the Chairman's address.
Respected Chief Guest Padma Shri Professor Anil Gupta, respected Anup Sir, former Chief Secretary and former Chairman DMI, members of the Board of Governors, Director DMI, CEO Jivika Shri Rahul Kumar, parents of the graduating students, current students of DMI, senior faculty members of DMI and all the staff members of DMI, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to welcome all of you on this occasion of graduation ceremony, on the occasion of convocation of DMI. For any institution, convocation ceremony is a very important occasion, and for also all the graduating students. I once again, on behalf of DMI, on behalf of Rural Development Department, welcome all of you on this very special occasion. April 18th was chosen as a day for convocation. You must be knowing the reason for choosing April 18th. April 18th is a very important day in our history. Exactly almost 106 years before, on this very day, 18th April 1917, Mahatma Gandhiji presented himself in magistrate courts in Motihari, explaining why he violated the rule of law. At that point in time, 144 was imposed that nobody should travel. So he violated that law. He was explaining the most important duty is to listen to your moral consciousness. So he was explaining beautifully. So that statement, along with his action, definitely provide us the compass for all of us, particularly for development professionals. That is the guiding light for us, for all of us. What Gandhiji said 106 years before, you need to listen to your consciousness and act accordingly. I take this opportunity to inform all of you about the progress of particularly DMI's own campus, which is coming up in Bhita. It's a very beautiful campus, and I'm very sure and I can assure all of you that the next graduation ceremony, convocation, would be held in your own campus next year. That is the kind of progress which is happening in the construction of your own building. That will make a huge difference to the functioning of DMI. I'm very confident about it. In Bihar, we have huge opportunity everywhere in rural development. If you see, as far as the SHGs are concerned, we have a vibrant institution of Jivika. We have vibrant PRI institutions. And DMI has already taken up a lot of projects. I'm sure in the years to come, all the students and faculty members and then institution will take up more and more work in those areas where we have a lot of opportunities, and then there's a scope to work in Bihar. We have very good opportunities in agriculture, animal husbandry. We have malnutrition as a problem. We can collaborate with collectives, SHGs, and then PRIs, social welfare department, how to promote. As a graduating student, as also students who are present here, you have such an opportunity in Bihar to work, of course, in everywhere, but more precisely, we have these kind of opportunities to take up and then deliver. And today is the occasion where we are waiting to listen to our chief guests. He is having such a vast experience without wasting time. Once again, I welcome all of you on this very special occasion, and it's my privilege that I got this opportunity to welcome all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your welcome address. We now request the Director DMI, Professor Devi Prasad Mishra, sir, to present the academic report.
आदरणीय चीफ गेस्ट, मेरे शिक्षक प्रोफेसर अनिल गुप्ता सर, मेरे प्रोफेसर, हमारे जैसे हमारी समय की बहुत सारे वहाँ से लेके कौशलेंद्र जी तक सबकी मेंटर प्रोफेसर अनिल गुप्ता, वी आर सो डिलाइटेड टू हैव यू टुडे हियर अमंगस्ट अस. आदरणीय चेयरमैन आज की श्री बालामुरुगन सर, रूरल डेवलपमेंट सेक्रेटरी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ बिहार, आदरणीय अनूप सर, आदरणीय राहुल कुमार जी, and other members of the governing board, invited parents and family members of the graduating students, invited members of the press, my dear colleagues, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. As I rise on the Institute's behalf to present the academic report, it's a privilege, and it has come to us because of the dedicated contributions of our predecessors. We must therefore recall our debts to the people who played stellar roles in conceiving and founding the Institute and steering it during its infancy. The Joint Core Committee that had been set up by the Government of Bihar, my predecessor the founding chairman and members of the governing board, my predecessor directors, the deans, the first set of faculty, managers and staff members, we acknowledge your contributions. PDM is the acronym we use for the postgraduate diploma in management with specialization in development management. Today, we have with us the PDM of the 5th, 6th and 7th batches for receiving their diplomas. The first of these belong to the class of 2018-20, followed by the other two in 2019, 21 and 2022. Their admission processes had been completed prior to the onset of the pandemic. The PDM has a unique curricular structure. It consists of 5 interactive learning terms and 3 experiential learning segments. Thus, in total, there are 8 distinct phases of the curriculum. In our country, management education, there is one that comes from what can be called like the IBM compatible, the IIM compatible, which follows a trimester system. Second is the university system, which is a semester system. What we have is different from both of them. We have a quarterly system, 8-quarter program. And this uniqueness also has its challenges within which we have to operate. Students referred to as participants spend nearly 1/3 of their curricular time in their field segments. The list of development organizations that DMI collaborated with for the experiential learning segments has expanded. This has expanded the scope of field-based engagements and learning for our participants. Similarly, the list of recruiting organizations has also been enlarged. Our placement record has been essentially good. In recent years, several steps have been taken for process improvements within the PDM. Some among them are rationalization of the credit system, reorganizing the core and elective sections of the curriculum, adapting the norms for teaching and developing course packs, clarifying the evaluation system, restating the eligibility conditions for scholarships, and provision of teaching assistants. These will hold us in good stead when we approach the relevant institutions for assessment and accreditation. The DMI Alumni Association has been incorporated. There is now a management committee in place, and the first formal general body meeting of the association will be held this afternoon. Now moving to competency enhancement programs, which is referred to as management development programs elsewhere or training programs by some institutions. In the past years, we have developed a robust portfolio of competency enhancement programs. We have been doing CEPs for the General Administration Department, the Rural Development Department, the Public Health and Engineering Department, the National Jal Jeevan Mission, the Disaster Management Department, and the Bihar Institute of Public Administration and Rural Development, among others. We have a list of CEPs drawn from functional areas of management, development management, and have announced them as open programs. In the coming years, we will pursue these for greater acceptance among stakeholder organizations. Collaborating with the Transform Rural India Foundation, we designed a short course on locality development through local compacts. The inaugural offer of the course saw participants coming from Tripura, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, and Bihar. We are working on expanding on the course and offering it under the title of Governance for Local Development. Through an MOU, we collaborate with the BIPARD to offer the development and development management components within the various courses they conduct during the provision period of administrative service officers. Now moving to Special Centers, Research and Consulting. The Center of Excellence in Disaster Management was established by the Government of Bihar through the Disaster Management Department within DMI in 2020. It is meant to be a repository of knowledge and a center of capacity building in disaster management. Members of the center have engaged in researching adverse events such as lightning and drowning, as also in climate adaptive agriculture. Collaborating with the UNICEF, a water sanitation and hygiene observatory was established within the DMI. The observatory conducts WASH talks on important topics within its domain at periodic intervals and broadcasts them through social media. It works closely with the Public Health Engineering Department and the Lohiya Swachh Bihar Abhiyan in conducting CEPs. The observatory has been recognized as a key resource agency by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, for undertaking capacity building initiatives for the Public Health Engineering Department of Bihar and neighboring states. Recently, under the Digital Communication and Monitoring System project, a mobile application for sanitation supervisors has been developed. It is presently under implementation in collaboration with the LSBA. Consolidating the work done in response to the industries department's initiatives in promoting entrepreneurship, we established a Center for Innovation, Incubation, Entrepreneurship and Startups. This center has recently been subsumed under the institution's Innovation Council that we were mandated to establish under a directive from the Ministry of Education, Government of India. The council is meant to promote entrepreneurial approach among the students and contribute to the entrepreneurship ecosystem in the state. We are at this time in conversation with Startup Bihar to establish an incubation center within the DMI. If this succeeds, it will be within the rubric of the Innovation Council. An action research project on reimagining basic education was conducted with the support of the Education Department, Government of Bihar. Under this project, done in collaboration with Pratham, a cluster of 13 schools and 1 KGVV in Gaunaha block in West Champaran district were nurtured over a period of 3 years. The project team used the template of Nai Talim and observed its effect on outcome indicators in terms of students' curricular and extracurricular activities. A consulting research assignment was conducted to understand the effect of COVID-19 on migrant laborers and their families in Bihar and UP. The study attempts to trace the lives and livelihoods of migrant workers and their families over time. The study is presently in its 3rd phase. Urban Development Department had commissioned a study on the system of election for urban local bodies. Relying on the findings and recommendations, the state moved over to direct election for the positions of mayor and deputy mayor. An evaluation of Agricultural Technology Management Agency set up to disseminate agricultural technology among small and marginal farmers was concluded for the Bihar Agriculture Management Education and Technology Institute, BAMETI. Similarly, another study of the biogas pilot project of the Baroni Dairy that aims to develop the manure value chain for dairy farmers was concluded by my colleagues. Faculty colleagues individually and in collaboration with their academic associates have been publishing papers in journals and on social media platforms. On average, 4 papers are published in ABDC ranked journals per year and an equal number in nationally reputed refereed journals. In the past year, 2 case studies written by faculty colleagues have also been published in case research journals. In February this year, we celebrated the 9th Foundation Day of the Institute. The coming year is going to be a crucial one for us, the 10th year. Next year, we would be doing the first decade of DMI. In the best case scenario, as Secretary Mr. Balamurugan pointed out today, in the best case scenario, the entering class of PDM 2024-26, that is PDM 11, will commence its academic journey from the permanent campus. With enlarged facilities, the campus will open opportunities for which we must start preparing now. In this direction, we will be further reorganizing the PDM curricular structure and contents in line with the criteria set out in the new education policy. We will ready ourselves to undertake the assessment and accreditation process, establishing equivalence through recognition from the Association of Indian Universities will be the next step. We have done well in the past years, and it's my privilege to give you, my attempt has been to share with you some of the achievements that my colleagues have made possible. We have done well in the past years despite the myriad challenges. We enter the field of development with the belief and hope that tomorrow will be better than today, especially for the people who are yet to acquire the capacity and the opportunity to express their inherent talents and lead a dignified life. DMI itself signifies that promise, that tomorrow will be better than today. We shall do better in years to come. That's our belief and a promise. You, the graduating students, will play a big part in attesting through your work that indeed DMI is doing better in empowering at the grassroots, because it is your work that will help us, through which we can achieve the mission that we proudly write on our institutional documents, empowering at the grassroots. Congratulations on your graduation. I wish you all the best. Now I request the chairman to present the Angavastrams and the chief guest to award the diplomas to the graduating students. I will stand up for presenting the mementos. Thank you.
On the recommendation of the Faculty Council and approval of DMI Board of Governors, 145 participants are being conferred with the postgraduate diploma in management at the 4th convocation ceremony. 107 of them will receive their diplomas in person and 38 are being awarded in absentia. I now invite the participant to come on the stage and receive their diploma. Graduating class may rise up. I, the graduate of Development Management Institute, hereby pledge that I shall always endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of my duties as a development professional. I shall always endeavor to utilize my knowledge of management studies for the service of the nation and glory of the institute. In all circumstances, I shall try to uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of the profession. Thank you.
Thank you to Chairman, Chief Guest and Director for doing the honors. Thank you, sir, and welcome. I now take this opportunity to introduce our Chief Guest, Padma Shri Professor Anil Kumar Gupta, sir. Professor Anil Kumar Gupta is a distinguished academic and a renowned management expert with a wealth of knowledge, expertise, and experience in the fields of grassroots innovation and entrepreneurship. He is widely recognized as one of India's leading management thinkers and has received numerous accolades for his contribution to the field. Professor Gupta has served as a full-time professor at the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, where he worked for about 36 years. Professor Gupta is now a visiting faculty at IIM Ahmedabad and IIT Bombay. Professor Gupta is an institution builder. He is the founder of Honeybee Network, which is a global network of innovators and grassroots level entrepreneurs. The network aims to identify and support innovative ideas and products from rural and marginalized communities. Along with this, Professor Gupta is the founder of National Innovation Foundation, Society for Research and Initiative for Sustainable Technologies and Institutions, SRISHTI, and GIAN, G-I-A-N. In recognition of his contribution to the field of innovation and entrepreneurship, Professor Gupta has received several awards, including the Padma Shri in the year 2004 for his contribution to the management education. He has also been named as one of the top 10 most influential management thinkers in India by Thinkers 50. He has led several Shodh Yatras in every state of the country, covering several thousand kilometers along with students and volunteers of Honeybee Network to help them learn from the local communities and study their knowledge systems. Professor Gupta has published several papers, articles, and books on the topic of innovation and entrepreneurship. He is a regular speaker at conferences and events around the world and has been invited to speak at prestigious institutions abroad, such as the Harvard Business School, MIT, and the World Economic Forum, to name a few. Apart from numerous top academic and public policy institutions worldwide. We are honored to have you, sir, with us today. Thank you. Now, we request our chief guest, Professor Anil Kumar Gupta, sir, to deliver the convocation address.
Shri Bala Murugan ji, Professor Devi Prasad Mishra, past chairman, Shri Anup Mukherjee ji, सभी बच्चों के माता पिता, संरक्षक, संबंधी, ग्रेजुएटिंग स्टूडेंट्स और अभी जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनसे भी बात करनी है आज। आप सबका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। विकास की विडंबनाएं बहुत हैं। प्रश्न उठता है मन में कि किस तरफ जाना है हमको। मैं अपने जीवन से कुछ सबक आपसे बांटूंगा, शायद आपके काम आए। 4 सीढ़ियों से मैंने ज़िंदगी शुरू की। पहली सीढ़ी है उत्सुकता। अगर उत्सुकता होगी जीवन में तो उत्साह अपने आप पैदा होगा, और उत्साह है मन में तो ऊर्जा मिलेगी, कभी थकेंगे नहीं आप, और ऊर्जा मिलेगी तो उल्लास पैदा होगा जीवन के अंदर। आपको लगेगा कभी भी कि हर क्षण जीने के लायक है। उत्सुकता, उत्साह, ऊर्जा और उल्लास, ये 4 सीढ़ियाँ लगातार जीवन में आपके आएँ और आप उल्लास पाएँ अपने जीवन में, ऐसी मेरी आशा है। एक बड़ा सुंदर शब्द है, सभी भाषाओं में है देश की, हिंदी में तो है ही, संवेदना। सम माने बराबर, वेदना माने दर्द। जब किसी का दर्द मुझे उतना ही गहरा महसूस हो जितना उसको होता है, तो वो उसका नहीं मेरा दर्द हो जाता है। स्वांतः सुखाय की भावना से मैं उस दर्द को सृजनशील तरीके से हल करूं, यही विकास की परिभाषा है। आंतरिक न्याय भी उतना ही ज़रूरी है जितना सामाजिक न्याय। हम अपने साथ भी न्याय करें ना। तो एक अनुपात है, मैं अक्सर कहा करता हूँ, डाउनलोड टू अपलोड रेशो, मतलब कि कितनी सामग्री आपने इंटरनेट से डाउनलोड की और कितनी अपलोड की। अगर अपलोड टू डाउनलोड रेशो 1 से ज़्यादा है तो आपने कुछ सार्थक काम किया, विश्व में भारत की पहचान बनेगी। और अगर विश्व में हम डाउनलोड करने में सबसे आगे हैं, अपलोड करने में सबसे पीछे हैं, तो हम आगे नहीं बना सकते। देश दुनिया में भारत की कोई पहचान बन नहीं सकती कभी भी। ये संभव है कि आप लोग जो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं अपनी क्लास में, अपने कोर्सेज में, वो आपके उद्यम का आधार बने। मेरा आपसे अनुरोध है, कभी भी किसी भी कदम को छोटा ना समझें, अपने सपनों को महत्व दें, दूसरों के सपने साकार करें, अपने भी साकार करें। कोशिश करें कि अपने विचारों को दूसरों से बांटें, उनको मारें नहीं। जब कभी संभव हो तो अपनी आलोचना भी कर लें। एक दिन बैठ के अपना ही ऑडिट कर डालें कि भाई मैंने क्या क्या सपने देखे थे, कितने विचारों को मैंने आगे बढ़ाया, कितने को नहीं बढ़ाया, क्या कारण था, क्या कारण बाहर था या मेरे अंदर था। बहुत हद तक संभावना है कि आपको कारण अंदर ही मिल जाएगा। तो हमें अंदर से निष्क्रियता जो है, अकर्मण्यता जो है, उस पर काबू पाना होगा। इनर्शिया जो आ जाता है हमारे अंदर, कर्मण्यता जो आ जाती है हमारे अंदर, सबके अंदर आती है, मेरे अंदर भी आती है। मैं ऐसा नहीं कहूँगा कि आप ही हैं इसके लिए, लेकिन कम करना है उसको, उस पर काबू करना है, उसको किसी भी तरह से उसको सीमा में रखना है, ताकि हम कुछ नए नए काम कर पाएँ। अंत में एक साथी यहाँ बैठा है, आप लोग शायद जानते होंगे, ऐसे बहुत सारे साथी हैं और इसने बड़ा अच्छा काम किया है। 3000-4000 बहनों को जीवन बदला है। ऐसे ही गौतम गौरी यहाँ बैठा होगा कहीं पर, वो स्लम के बच्चों को पढ़ाता है। ऐसे बहुत से लोग हैं जो अपने अपने स्तर पर कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं। कोई बड़ा परिवर्तन, कोई छोटा परिवर्तन। अध्यापकों से मेरा अनुरोध है, क्लास में बुलाइए उनको। हर सप्ताह एक परिवर्तनशील व्यक्ति आए और बच्चों को झकझोर के जाए कि भाई ऐसा भी संभव है। तो क्या होगा, एक माहौल बनेगा परिवर्तन का, एक माहौल बनेगा कि संभव है, हम कुछ कर सकते हैं, इन लोगों ने किया है, हम भी कर लेंगे शायद। तो आपका जीवन सफल हो, आप खूब प्रगति करें, कैटलिटिक एजेंट ना बने, अपने अंदर के परिवर्तन से समाज के परिवर्तन को जोड़ें। ईश्वर आपको खूब सारी ताकत दे, आप सब प्रेरणा का स्रोत बने। मुझे भी गर्व होगा जब आप मुझे लिखेंगे कि देखिए हमने अपने जीवन में ऐसे ऐसे मापदंड पैदा किए। आपके अध्यापकों को गर्व होगा, बालामुरुगन जी को गर्व होगा, आपके जो चेयरमैन हैं पिल्लई साहब उनको गर्व होगा, जो अनूप मुखर्जी जी साहब हैं उनको गर्व होगा। सब ने जिन्होंने भी DMI को स्थापित करने के कोशिश में मदद की है, उन सब को गर्व होगा यदि आप अपने स्तर को, अपने सपनों को पूरा करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your illuminating address. May we now request the chairman to present a memento to Professor Anil Kumar Gupta, sir. We request the chairman to declare this convocation closed.
I declare the convocation ceremony as closed. Thank you.
We request all present in the hall to rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे
जय जय हे